This is Longevity with Bringing Down the Band and the New Old Heads podcast, which you may know my face or hear my voice and recognize that. You may not. That's all good. I'm here today to kind of talk about a new series that I'm going to try to start on here for music discovery. And if you just want to skip to the snippets, go ahead and do that now. I'll go ahead and put that just hit the little tab that you see, the marker, time marker. You're good. But I have been kind of racking my brain for a while. You know, we started as a blog. You found somebody's music. You shared it on the blog and you put it out, and then you pushed it to socials and things were great. Now, fast forward, over 10 years later, and there's really no good way for people like us, music aggregators, if you will, or people that want to push music in that aspect, to realistically do this at a level and not be extremely poor while doing it. It's like gotta genuinely be a for the love thing, which it always has been. But I'm at the point in my life where I just can't do that anymore. So we tried uploading full-length albums for a while just to realistically kind of grow the channel. Tried uploading singles and just music media and pushing it out there with like links in the comments to be like, all right, cool, you guys come subscribe to our channel. You guys are here for us because of what we do and how we organize stuff, and then the artist gets paid by Content ID by YouTube. It was like a perfect win, but YouTube doesn't like to do that, and the artists sometimes are really kind of snobby about that too, because they want to look. I'm an artist too, I get it, but some artists are super weird about how their content is shared and they only want to own it, and they're it's whatever. I get it. At the end of the day, the artist can do whatever they want to do, but it leaves people like us, whose goal has always been to like push artists to the forefront, kind of at a disadvantage. And realistically, it hurts the artists in the long run because there's nobody here like really pushing independent artists like that. So I just stopped posting after we got a couple copyright strikes from a couple artists that we've been supporting for over a decade. And they decided not to reply to emails. I decided, you know what? I can't support anybody. So that's why if you're on this channel historically and you saw a lot of music come out, but then you haven't seen any, that's why. It's always like the 1 or 2% that ruin it for everybody else, even when they benefit from it. But again, that's their prerogative. I don't blame the artist for that. I blame the fact that there's just no system that's really created right now that allows people like us to exist. There's no cool revenue sharing program to where like we could put a unique individual video together of somebody's art and music, put it out there. The artist gets paid and we get paid a little bit on the side as well, just for making the video, just for pushing it out there. I really hope YouTube further expands in that aspect, because I think there's real potential for growth for independent and indie creators and artists in that area, but right now there's just that infrastructure does not exist. So with our playlist that you may or may not know about, we have a Turn Off Your Radio playlist we've been doing collectively since 2014 or 15, but we moved it over to YouTube in 2029, just songs. So go to our main page, scroll down, look at the playlist. It's active in doing that. It gets pushed out to socials, but there's no way for us to really share that stuff on YouTube to the people that are actually subscribed. So it's a little kind of backwards. I'm going to try this. This is a snippets thing. I'm going to go through and I'm literally just going to screen record certain projects that I think are super dope. I'm going to scroll through them, give you guys little snippets of each song, give you a little bit of a background of where the release is coming from, and then just keep it moving. Put a link in the bio, let you guys do it yourself. I'm not trying to be all up in the videos. I'm just trying to push good music. That's all that I care about. And, I want to push good music, and I want to be rewarded to some degree for pushing good music, which means if I do snippets, if you guys watch the ad, we can at least get paid for the ad for the snippets. So that's what it is. But without further ado, this is enough of me talking. This first project, Oddisee's Odd Sketches Volume 1. So he dropped To What End in January 2023. So this is January 2024. Oddisee has released Odd Sketches Volume 1. Now what he says, and I quote, "Every year I create tons of material, most of which I never release. I figured it's worth hearing and should be made available. Letting go of music I consider undone or not album worthy is an exercise in relieving the pressure I put on myself as a creative." Now this project has 20 tracks, demos, sketches, if you will, on it. And it features some, if you're an Oddisee fan, some names that you may be familiar with, such as like Ralph Reel, Dennis Turner, John Lane, Olivier St. Louis, and St. Ezekiel. Olivier St. Louis working with him a lot as a vocalist and a guitar player, and going on tour with him, stuff like that. I actually have an interview with Olivier St. Louis, and we, the New Old Heads, have an interview with Oddisee that kind of talks about his process of how he creates his album. So search that, New Old Heads Backstage Oddisee, if you want to dive deeper into that. But yeah, so I went through and I've actually listened to, just kind of, skimmed it myself, and it's very much in Oddisee's realm. So if you like really dope musicianship that has kind of a hip hop slap boom bappy, I hate the term boom bap sometimes, but it's not really boom bappy. It just has drums. You know what I mean? So it's a very live musician feel, but it's dope. I like what I'm hearing here. So $15 on Bandcamp. So head over to oddisee.bandcamp to buy. The link is in the description if you like it.
Who ain't get the deal. The culture first, if you foreign to it, it's the real.